It's always a tough one, isn't it? Trying to actually get through to those really influential leaders, the ones who can truly move the needle.
It really is. So much noise out there.
Exactly. So today we're doing a deep dive into an agency called Allura Creative. We've got some of their About Us materials here.
Right.
And our mission really is to figure out what their approach is to this challenge, what makes them different, what's their special sauce for reaching these hard-to-reach people.
Right off the bat, they call themselves the world's first and only not-for-profit public relations powerhouse. That's quite a claim.
It is first and only.
Yeah. And it immediately makes you think, well, how does being not-for-profit change things?
Uh-huh.
Especially since they're zeroed in on engaging and getting commitments from top executives, decision makers.
Right. Their stated goal is revolutionizing public relations. Big words. Building meaningful, impactful relationships with these key leaders. So it's not just about getting press.
No, it definitely seems deeper than that. It's about real connection at the very top.
So how do they actually, do it?
Well, they talk about this thing, their proprietary executive engagement engine. Sounds fancy.
It does. An engine.
Yeah, and it seems to have three parts. First is engagement ignition, basically how they grab the attention of these high-level execs.
Okay, ignition. So sparking interest. But how? Like, what does that actually involve day to day? Super personalized stuff, exclusive invites.
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? How do you cut through?
Yeah.
Then the second step they mention is commitment catalyst.
Commitment catalyst. Okay.
This is about
Okay.
turning that initial interest into, and they say, guaranteed commitments and attendance at exclusive events.
Whoa, guaranteed. That's bold.
Very bold. Makes you wonder what kind of pull they have or maybe how compelling these events are. Is it the scarcity? The
Or
content?
maybe the follow-up is just incredibly persistent.
Could be. And that leads into their third stage, fortune follow-up.
Fortune follow-up.
And the focus here is maximizing the long-term value, using meticulous, outcome-focused follow-up strategies.
That sounds critical. So many potentially good connections just fizzle out after one meeting, right?
Exactly. So this suggests they're playing the long game, really nurturing those relationships.
Okay, so let's talk about what makes them different. They obviously lead with the not-for-profit advantage.
Mhm.
They claim this lets them prioritize the client's mission, with transparency, integrity, and a relentless commitment.
Which sounds great, but how does that practically change how they operate compared to a standard for-profit PR firm?
Yeah, like does it affect their fees? Or maybe what they count as success for a client? Is it less about billable hours and more about actual impact?
It could. Maybe without that constant profit pressure, they can be, I don't know, more selective
Mm.
or invest more time in bespoke strategies.
Perhaps. It's an interesting angle. They also really push this precision targeting.
Right, going after the most elusive decision makers, execs, owners, founders, C-suite.
Is that super unusual? I mean, lots of PR aims high, but this sounds like really niche.
It feels very specialized. You need a specific skill set for that. Deep networks, probably, not just general PR tactics.
And they claim their proven methodology delivers measurable, impactful outcomes. They're basically saying, we figured this specific thing out.
They seem confident in their process, tying it all back to fostering these enduring executive connections.
And that promise ties back to the not-for-profit thing, too. Transparency, ethical engagement, impactful results, positioning as a partner.
A long-term partner.
So, summing it up, Allura Creative presents itself as this unique, not-for-profit PR agency focused laser-tight on top executives using a specific three-step engine.
That seems to be the core message, yeah. The structure, the target, the process.
Okay, so here's something to think about, maybe mull over after this. How might that not-for-profit status really change the game when you're trying to build trust and connections with, the absolute highest level of leadership?
Does it open different doors? Allow for different kinds of conversations?
Yeah. Does being mission-driven potentially give them a different kind of leverage or influence compared to a purely commercial agency? It's definitely worth considering how purpose could redefine that whole executive engagement playbook.